Now to some breaking news. Thailand's military chief says the army is taking control of the government. It says it will restore order and push through political reform. Political talks are being held. Now, let's get more details from Tony Cheng on the line from Bangkok. Tony, are you able to give us more details on exactly what's happened in Thailand?
Yes, we were reporting on this meeting that was taking place with the army chief and political parties involved in the current conflict. As that meeting was breaking up, we saw the army chief come out. He hurried away into a car. Suddenly, the area where they were meeting, where they were exiting the hall, was overrun by about 6 heavy army trucks. Very heavily armed soldiers with submachine guns suddenly leapt off those trucks, closed off the area. There was a scuffle. The operation carried on for about 5 minutes as they closed down the area. A couple more cars and convoys managed to get through. We don't know at this stage who they were carrying. There was confusion for a while as army spokesmen came out. They pushed the journalists back into one corner where we had been for the last 20 minutes. And then a little while ago, we saw a televised address by the head of the army, or the head of all the armed forces, led by the head of the army, announcing that this martial law is now being replaced by a full-blown military coup. The army has taken over. So I think the uncertainty of what we'd seen 3 days ago is now being confirmed. This is a military coup. The army has taken full control of Thailand.
Now, Tony, just before we let you go, can you just give us some background quickly as to what's led to what is now officially a military coup? We saw massive protests in the months leading up to this.
We've seen 7 months of street protests by an organization called the PDRC. They want to get the government out. They blame a former Prime Minister, Thaksin Shinawatra, who was ousted in a military coup in 2006 for all sorts of problems, namely corruption, many other issues. They say his sister, who was the elected Prime Minister in the current government, was also corrupt, and they've been trying to force her out. She came to power in a landslide 3 years ago. Her government was clearly the choice of the people at that stage. However, the protesters have been joined to a certain extent by the courts. The army seems to be supporting them at this stage. And this is very much consistent with what we've seen over that period. The establishment, the courts, the election commission, and now the army trying to squeeze the government out. It now appears that they've taken full control.
All right, Tony Cheng there on the line for us from Bangkok as the army has declared a coup in Thailand.